Kwara State Fire Service has now recovered the lifeless body of a 43-year-old man identified simply as Kazeem from a domestic well in the Ile Alapo, Edun area of Ilorin metropolis. The incident occurred on Friday following Eid prayers. According to a statement released on Saturday by Hassan Adekunle, spokesperson for the Kwara State Fire Service, the distress call was received by the control room at approximately 10:29 a.m., reporting that the man had fallen into the well. Firefighters were promptly dispatched to the scene and successfully recovered the body. Preliminary reports suggest that the victim, Kazeem, jumped into the well shortly after returning from Eid prayers, allegedly while under the influence of a hard substance known as Colo. The street name is Colo. It's called Colorado. The recovered body has been handed over to Inspector Babatunde Amos of the C Division Police Station Ilorin, awaiting formal identification and claim by the victim's family. Prince Falade John Olumuyiwa, director of the Kwara State Fire Service, expressed profound sadness over the tragic event. He used the opportunity to caution residents against drug abuse, emphasizing that such acts frequently lead to unfortunate outcomes. Now, yesterday on the news, we were able to report the story of a boy, an undergraduate in the university, and he had taken
Nkurumiri
and jumped off a 3-story building and died. Drug abuse is becoming so prevalent these days, and if it's reoccurring a day after just that report, I want to get your thoughts on it.
Okay, a lot of things still boils down to peer pressure. You want to be like every other person, but you haven't sat to think about who you really are. And I would say all of this started with the decadence that has happened from the family. Of course, the society is an influence of every family put together.
Okay.
If you are from a home and you're properly schooled on these things, you know exactly where you stand.
Are you saying that people that are schooled at home do not fall into peer pressure?
They do, but it's actually going to become... This wasn't the norm as far back as in the 90s and early 2000s, I would say.
Okay.
Because a lot of parents still had a hold on their kids. You would do stuff you wouldn't even be able to tell at home, and the increase in the different types of substance abuse, the kinds of substance that are abused, have risen, and that's because a lot of persons have lost the home training, so to speak. So if you are a person who even speaks to yourself, there are a lot of persons who don't have parents and they still have a leash on what they do. For starters, even medication, I mean orthodox medicine, that's medicines offered at the hospitals, are supposed to be prescribed.
Right.
For starters, I used to take this particular medicine by the brand name Septrin, that's cotrimazole or something. Now, that medicine is usually our go-to when you have sore throat or a little cough. It's an antibiotic. But over time, reportedly, the medication is not advised because a lot of side effects come with it. There was a time I went to it because that's my usual go-to, and I went with a company brand that I'm used to, very, very authentic. I don't buy medication from chemists, I buy from registered pharmacies. I got the medication and I began to have peeling, like burning, like my skin began to peel.
Wow.
And I think prior to that, a man had used it and he was at the hospital. I didn't know. Subsequently, the man died from the same medication.
Wow.
Because over time, your body ages, and some things you could tolerate would not be what you could tolerate after a while. I used to take it as a child. I used to take it as a teenager. Even up to 10 years ago, I still used to take it. But over time, my body has started reacting to the same medication I was used to.
Right.
So a 43-year-old man who takes Colos, his body cannot be the same. I'm sure it wasn't his first time, I could tell you, because someone who won't just do that on a party day, he must have tried it once or twice, but his body definitely rejected it. So I'd advise a lot of persons to just watch out for themselves. The point is that if you're watching out for yourself, you're actually investing into your future, your children, and a whole lot of people around you. He's a wasted life. He has actually fallen short of the standard and expectation of his family members. So it's just my advice and plea to everyone out there. Watch out for yourself. Your kidney, your liver, you don't see how many people are coming down with vital organ damage from substance abuse.
Thank you so much. I'm supposed to get just a quick wrap up before we wrap up
She
the
has
show.
said it all. I just need to say you that you need to check yourself.
Right.
Everybody has a potential in life. God allowed you to live for a purpose. Try to fulfill destiny. Stay away from drugs.
Thank you so much. And this